Okay, thank you very much. When I thought the program with my colleague Joao, we want to include it this session because it's very important that all our colleagues talk before about the regulation of Europe of the podiatry. Because at the end, what is the big problem of this? In Europe, we have two levels of study. One is high education, and other is a vocational study sometimes. And in other countries, I don't know what is the level of the study in other countries. So, for my surprise, last night, we're talking with Cynthia and Alfred, I thought that Romania had a podiatry degree because I see a lot of Facebook posts and say, okay, yeah, maybe it's possible to include it in the future. So no, okay, some podiatrists go to work in Romania. Okay, but first, I think that we need to create a project or my proposal was to do a bachelor thesis about what is the photo of European concept of podiatry degrees. So, okay, first I need to know when I start to research, first I need to go what's measured in the concept. So, for example, I know that Portugal, Spain, France, Ireland, UK, Malta have a podiatry degree in the higher education. So, because in this case, we know all my colleagues in Enpodhe. So, to be in Enpodhe, the first decision is to have a degree in the higher education. It's not possible to be here because our association is denominated neighborhood of podiatry in higher education. So, okay, what is the first question? This map is necessary to complete and to know what is the option to grow. If I don't know what is my level, why need to do in the future? So, first, in Spain we see the bottom of the body, and after we continue to grow. Okay, so because in this case, more or less of I know or I can read, we have different groups of competence in Europe. The most complete, it's Spain, Malta, UK, and Ireland, except USA, because in this case, in USA, it's a medical doctor. It's not a podiatrist. It's the next step. So what, at this moment, is this. In the medical competence, maybe it's Portugal, Greece, Netherlands, Italy. Basic competence is Germany, France, Finland. But I don't know what is the professional that treatment the patient with foot pain or foot problem in general. So, okay, we have a big problem because if you ask me about what is the people or the professional health that attend patients with problem in Norway, Denmark, Australia, students, my response is I don't know. Okay, it's some of the room can open my brain. I'm happy to receive this information. So, okay, in this case, I found this table last days ago about more or less the minimum or the competence of the action that we can talk or we can do in our country. So, okay, if we delete the line of USA, you can see that only Australia, only Canada, it's Spain or Ireland, but in this case, maybe some of the most important is that Alfred told about, is the legislation. So what is the problem? The European Union cannot modify the country's regulation. So, okay, this is the moment that the association, the professional association in Europe have a break with the government and detecting what is the problem in the food health problem. So, and in this case, more or less, we would like to recognize more or less what is the basic, the medium, and the complex competence in this case. Is my brother and I in my clinic. So okay, I know that. Okay, the PDQ more or less is the same, recognized in all the country. Okay, great. I'm happy to do this. Okay, but the assessment, the gait analysis, and the insult more or less should be the same in all the countries. But in conversation with people from other countries, for example, I remember one podiatrist in Germany, when I talk about, okay, you need to do gait analysis. No, this is the orthopedic surgeon. Or to do the insult. No, this is the other professional. So, okay, we need to recognize our competence and to work in the same way. So, okay, I am happy to hear this morning here that for me, the most important is to create the recognize of diagnosis in the food. Okay, at the end, all the study is very similar in all the Europe, so but it is common is that the focus is in the food. Okay, so if we don't have the diagnosis, we cannot recognize what is the problem in the food. We cannot derive another professional health. So, because at the end, I am recognized in Granada because I work with a lot of rheumatologists, a lot of orthopedic surgeons, a lot of physiotherapists, rehabilitation, because they know my work. So first, we need to decide what is our jobs. So in this case, if we can recognize what is the problem in the food, we can give the next steps. Okay. Okay. The goal in the final of this road is to increase the competence and complex surgery, prescription drug, injection, but maybe we need to have a medium time the option to create this medium competence in this. So, what is our channel in the future? We need to create a consensus around the Europe. So this is the first. Okay, we need to create with association, with Enpodhe. So last day, we have a lot of meeting with my colleague of Enpodhe. Say, okay, it's no problem. Enpodhe puts in the first of the line, and we decide to lead this way. Okay, it's no problem. Now we have a new president, a new blood. So, because at the end, okay, to continue to be in the head of the way is difficult. So, but it's very stressed, very tired. So, okay, we create a map of the competence. Please, I need to know what is the health professional treatment the patients in Sweden, in Norway. So I need to create this a list. Okay, at the end, we know who want to work or with who can to talk in the government. I say, okay, if the physiotherapist do the treatment in the foot, okay, maybe it's necessary to create this competence. So it's this professional in this case. Okay, Alfred showed a lot of meeting with the European Commission. So, but when you go to talk with a politician, the problem is the same that you need to go with the report and say, this is our problem. Okay, we don't have talk. We only read this report, and when after you can call me and we start to work. So, for first we need to have access. In this case, we would like to replay the project 5 years ago was, so that we create the competence of the map of the competence in Erasmus Plus project in Europe. In this time was Enpodhe who led this project. Now maybe I would like that Malta puts in the head of this project and create. So, and determine what is the future of podiatry not in 1 year or 2 years. So to change this type of problem, we need time. Okay, maybe I didn't see this change, but I see a lot of students, a lot of young colleagues that they should have this option to increase the level of podiatry in the future. So, what is our mirror? Okay, I am in the faculty that we have 4 degrees: podiatry, nursing, physiotherapy, and therapy occupation. So, nursing and physiotherapy that is not regular has the same protocol in the competence around the Europe. So I understand that it's very difficult to have this option in 5 years, but if we don't see the mirror that's what we want to do, we don't increase our competence in this case. For this, it's very long, the pathway to grow, but if don't start to walk, we never move in the future of the podiatry. So, okay, we can see at the end of the way the sun, and we start to work all together and work in the best for the podiatry in this case. Thank you very much, and I leave my beautiful city.